Good morning, everyone. We're excited to be here today to share with you our chemistry research project on gravity's effect on oil-eating bacteria. These microorganisms play a vital role in breaking down oil here on Earth, but what does gravity do to affect it in microgravity? We're a group of 4 high school students from the small town of Colusa, California, where we are approaching our senior year. We all have high hopes of attending a university next fall to major in a science degree of some sort.
My name is Sophia Thompson, and my research focus was bacteria, how gravity affects the bacteria that we chose, and oil spills in Ecuador. My team and I chose Bacillus subtilis, which is a strain of hay bacillus, to be our bacteria for this project. We chose this bacteria because it reproduces very fast, it's inexpensive to access, and the dormant spores can survive under really harsh conditions. While researching for this project, we discovered that there's 15.8 billion of gallons of oil spills in Ecuador. So, yeah, that's also my turn. Yeah.
Wait, but you went back. I'm Elena, and I will be discussing the methodology behind our experiment. We chose the Type 3 FME mini lab as our test tube. We have 3 different volumes, each volume consisting a different material. We chose a freeze-dried bacteria due to the convenience in its preservability, and compared with the nutrient broth that was a food source to fuel the bacteria. And then normally oil spills consist of petroleum, which is hazardous in this type of experiment, so we had to use an alternative oil, which we chose mineral oil. When our test tube was sent up into space, astronauts were notified that the nutrients, broth, and the water must touch the bacteria first before the mineral oil, or else it will start its growth. After our test tube is taken back from microgravity and sent back here, we will take it to a gas chromatology where it will be further analyzed and tested.
Hi, I'm Madison Bertelson, and I focused more on gas chromatography for our project. Initially, we got this idea with gas chromatography being able to separate compounds in a substance, and along with most high schools, we don't have a gas chromatography machine. So we contacted Don Land, who is a chemistry professor at UC Davis, and he had many Zoom calls with us. We explained our project and told him what we wanted as our outcome. And with this, we studied many days learning gas chromatography, so we were able to use the machine correctly. With our day at UC Davis, we used a sample that had no bacteria inside of it. We had to sanitize everything very thoroughly, so we got the best results. Even though we haven't had our tube flown out yet, we are expecting that gravity will have an effect and will speed up the process for us.
We would like to thank everybody that was a part of making this project possible. First off, we'd like to start by thanking the Level 1 Review Board panel for making all the edits and giving us all the tips on how to expand our project and make it more thorough. We'd also like to thank Don Land, who was with us by our sides, not only sharing his laboratory and all his equipment, but giving us all of his advice and knowledge. And lastly, we would like to thank our advisor, Mr. Haney, for making everything possible.
Thank you very much. Do we have any questions for this team?
So when you guys are talking about oil spills, are you talking about water-based oil spills or land-based? So with the bacteria, is it like growing in water or land? On land.
We are talking about water
Awesome.
with our oil spills.
I just had a comment to make. So you had mentioned acknowledging, thanking your step one review panel, review board. And what's interesting is that, you know, every community gets all of the proposals in. They set up a step one review board of local area researchers and educators. And they have to go through the proposal evaluation rubric and select the 3 finalists that they send to us. We convene the step 2 national review board that picks the flight experiment. But at the national level, the step 1 review boards in all of the communities are you know, something that we are not cognizant of because we're just getting the 3 finalist proposals. And so I just wanted to acknowledge, yes, the step 1 review panels in supporting all of the proposals coming in, it's really important. And if any of step 1 reviewers are here, thank you so much. And if the community program directors can pass on our thanks from the national program to the step 1 panelists, please do that.
I have another question. Hi. So when you break down the petroleum using your bacteria, what is it breaking down into? Like, what is the next steps after it eats the petroleum?
Since we don't have like adequate responses because we just got our experiment in, the best answer I can give you is based on previous research on another experiment is that it'll break down the oil and the oil hydrocarbons and turn it into energy for food.
Thank you.